Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at light machines. We have a light machine and at the structure of the unit, the case of the unit, and how that works in a healing capacity. So you have the light coming through it, which does its thing on a level of light and infrared, going into the body, and different pulse frequencies in that are very healing. The carcass or the shell is also very important. There are two ways of using these. You can use them on yourself, or you can use them as a healer. And the casing becomes a channel for that healing energy. In both cases, it works differently in both cases, but it becomes a vehicle. So the casing is a cylinder, and the longer the cylinder is, the more it provides a channel to pull stress, toxins out of the body, and also a channel for healing energy to come into the body and the light energy to come into the body. So it works both ways. If it's a cylinder, it works both ways. It will relieve toxins, stress, and it will also bring in healing energy in the light. Also, you're connecting to the body. The case, when you're working on yourself or when you're working with a client, when the case arrives on the body, then you have contact, physical contact, from one person to the other, or from yourself to yourself, so you can feel what's going on. And then we have the light chamber, which is this bit in here. So what happens is the light is coming from the LEDs and coming forwards, and it's hitting the body and reflecting back to the mirror behind the LEDs. So the light is going backwards and forwards inside the light chamber and being absorbed into the body wherever it's connecting, and some will be absorbed into the outside of the shell here. Now this is important because not only are you releasing toxins, stress from the body through the light chamber, and also the healing energy is coming in through the light chamber and the light, but also it's giving you a means of working on the aura. So if you have an injury, the light is going in and healing the injury. The shape of the cylinder is drawing out the trauma, stress, toxic energies. It's also bringing in healing energy as well as the light. And also, if you have an injury or something going on, generally it's expanding out into the aura. So the light chamber is interfacing with the aura, then it's landing in the body, and the shell, the carcass, this what is made of, is connecting to the body. It's a physical connection, then you have the light connection, then you have the chamber. So the chamber is important. It makes a big difference. And we can make the chamber longer. Now it's twice as long. So now working with that, there will be more draw because the cylinder is longer. You feel it pulling harder. It draws out stress, draws out toxic energies. Also the cylinder is longer, so it brings in healing energies more as it gets longer. the light will still be coming to the body, but will be less amplified because it's got more area of this inside wall that will absorb some of the light and some of the infrared. So the power of the light goes down the longer the light chamber becomes. The power of the light goes down from the LEDs. But the draw, removing toxic energy, stress will become more, and the light energy travelling down. The longer this becomes, so if you're working without it, well, you've got this light chamber, so that takes it a bit out into the aura. When you put this on and it's an extra inch, then it feels like it becomes very much more ethereal. As it moves out in the aura, it becomes more ethereal because it's working deeper in the aura. We have a body cluster, it's red. The other one, this one is for the face, the head, the spine. They come with a light chamber already, and then you can extend the light chamber. Has 7 different colours, got green, red, blue, then light blue or turquoise, and then what's that? Kind of a yellowy green, which is the red and green together, make a yellowy green there. Then a violet, which is the red and the blue, or a mauve, which is red and blue, and then all 3 together is very light blue, almost clear in the middle. So we've got 7 colours. And there's more visible light LEDs in this than the body ones. This, I think, is 24 visible light and 29 what is it, 20 and 31 infrared. So it's 31 infrared LEDs and 24 visible light LEDs. The body clusters have got more infrared. This is just red. They're one colour. And there's much more bias to the infrared on the body ones. But the infrared makes it physical. It really holds it, grounds it into the body. Then you've got the colour on top of that. This has got 12 visible LEDs, and so that will make 43 infrared LEDs. Now the light chamber on this is very small, so you can get all of that power going into the body, but it's very, very direct if you've just got it. And this is, as most of the machines, or all the machines that I know on the market, they have the LEDs as close to the front, in fact no light chamber, just straight onto the body, because they want to get light directly into the body. But for me, you need to make a chamber so you get this interface. So there is a small chamber, about 10 mil. So it's very direct, it's much stronger. Feels lovely in a minute. I've got a bit of a cold, it's really nice getting it into my throat there. But it hasn't got the draw. So if we plonk this on it, it's a bit less strong. But you can feel there's a softness to it. It becomes softer because the light becomes more diffused because it's spreading out from the LEDs and they're mixing together. So it's got a softer quality. You can feel it will draw out, take away stress, take away toxins. It's not just receiving light, it's starting to go 2 ways, and it's working in the aura. You can feel the aura warming and collecting the light. And also, you know, when light arrives at us naturally, it's coming in through the aura, so the aura gets the message before the body does it. Not much before the body, but a little bit before the body. So it's going through the aura rather than just coming straight into the body without the aura knowing about it. So this hasn't got the power, or so much, because some of it will be absorbed in this outside wall. But it's got the draw, it's longer, so the healing energy travelling both ways is good. And then there's a longer extension which will take it another inch, which makes it even more ethereal. So in effect, with an extra inch on that, it would be the same size as this one. It becomes much more ethereal at that level. So yeah, so you get the physical contact. When you're working with someone, you get the physical contact, boom, so you know what's going on. You get the light going in. Now with these, when I'm working with myself, I'm quite happy to use these and get all of the energy, and I do like to have the extension on as well and get the draw. When I'm working with clients, I want the extension on, because what happens is I can feel more what's going on, because with a client it's different. When you're working like this, that some of the stress and things that are leaving the body is coming out through the cylinder of the machine, but some of it is also just expanding out around the machine, out of the body here, all different ways. Some goes through the machine and some expands out from around it. As soon as the cylinder is a bit longer, what is being released out of the body gets drawn up the cylinder, and so when I'm working on clients, I can more easily sense what is happening and act as a medium to allow that to release. And also the ability for energy to channel down through the machine gets stronger. So I much prefer using these extensions or the face machine, which has already got an extension, when I'm working on people, because it makes, you're able to feel everything and sense everything much better. So working on myself, quite happy. Sometimes I just want to get light in, and I will do both. I'll work and I'll get the light into the body, and then I'll also want to let the light in and draw out. And something happens when you put the extension on. The light is softer, it's not as strong, but you can feel it's going deeper. It feels like it's getting deeper in. The extension somehow allows it to travel deeper into the body, much softer, much gentler, easier, deeper, and you get this pull. You get it releasing out. So you can work both ways. There's two extensions. There's one the double length of this, and then you've got that, and then with this machine you've got this extension. I don't actually have the second extension at the minute, and I haven't actually tried it on this machine. I mean, it gets very ethereal just having a couple of inches light chamber, so if you've got 3 inches the light will be less strong, and I guess it will just be much more ethereal. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you for listening.